I will take you through the types of introduction that we have in essay writing. And now, to begin with, there is a type of introduction that we call uh, general introduction. So, this one is the first one. Number two, we have another type that we call specific or contextual introduction. So, what is the difference? Before we look at the difference, the third one can be general versus contextual. Yeah, so the third one means that the first one, which is a general introduction, is mixed with a specific or contextual introduction. And now I will start by giving an example of a general type of introduction. And before I give that example, I will look at what we call a question that we're going to use. For example, I will take a question from an artist of the floating world. Let me use that as an example from the book An Artist of the Floating World. Which is by Kazuo Ishiguro. So, the question I will use is about a theme, an essay about a specific theme. Like I say, family plays an important role, in a person's well-being, So when you look at this particular question, this question talks of the theme of a family. That family plays an important role in a person's well-being. Yeah. So analyzing this question, we can come up with all these types of introduction. A candidate is expected to use the type that he or she is well conversant with. But now I will start with a general introduction. General introduction. So how is it supposed to be in relation to this question? I will say that, for example, I can start this way. In our society, it is clear that a person joined in a family enjoys more benefits, more benefits, unlike the one without a family, without relatives. That is, we can use different words. So like this one now, this is a general introduction type that you can see here, that in our society, it is clear that a person joined in a family enjoys more benefits unlike the one without relatives. So this is one type of a general introduction in relation to the question that I've stated above, in relation to this question that family plays an important role in a person's well-being. So in relation to that question, I've drafted a type of general introduction that you can see here. And I can also draft another one. I can draft another type of introduction. And this is how it goes. Another type of introduction in relation to that question can be that many people, it's not a must that I start with society, can say many people live a good life, especially when they enjoy the fruits of having close family members. This can make one feel so comforted. Yeah. Remember, an introduction ought to be brief and concise. As you can see this one, that many people live a good life, especially when they enjoy the fruits of having close family members. This can make one feel so comforted. So this is another type of general introduction that I've stated here, and it's very clear that indeed it plays a crucial role when it comes to essay writing. I can also give another type of general introduction before I move to other types. We can also give another type, like if one has close members from the lineage, it becomes so simple handling life issues as well as tackling some challenges in life. So this is also another type of general introduction, as you can see, that if one has close members from the lineage, it becomes so simple handling life issues as well as tackling some challenges in life. So I've given various types of general introduction so that a learner or a candidate can have a great view of what is expected. So I will move to the specific type of introduction and give a few examples. The one we call contextual. Contextual introduction. This one is called contextual or specific because it is drawn from the text, from a specific text. Like we are talking of the theme of family from the book An Artist of the Floating World by Kazuo Ishiguro. So in relation to that question, when we come to contextual type of introduction, we can have several examples as well. To begin with, I can say that I can start the obvious one that so I will continue that a contextual type of introduction requires that you become specific to your introduction. You have to cite from the book or from the text, from the context at which the question is set. Like from the question we were looking at, the question about family, the theme of family from An Artist of the Floating World. So I can start by saying, in An Artist of the Floating World, several characters, I can say several characters such as Masuji Ono, Masuji Ono engage in several developments with the help of their members of the family, members of the family. Yeah, this also could be another type of contextual introduction, as you can see, that in An Artist of the Floating World, several characters such as Masuji Ono engage in several developments with help of their members of the family. Yeah, another type could be this way, that we can say it is true that family enables one to achieve his or her dreams in life, just as it is illustrated by Kazuo Ishiguro in An Artist of the Floating World. of the floating world. Yeah, you see, this type of introduction gives citations from the book. It is specific. That is why we call it contextual or specific. It is contextual because you draw your illustrations from the context at which the question is drawn, or from the book, that is. Now, considering that, we can also have another type of introduction. We can have another type. The other type, the third one, is when we mix the two. That is when we mix the general versus the contextual. How is this one? We can say, I can give an example still referring to the same question. I can give an example. I can say, I can start with general, then I end with contextual. I can start with society. In our society today, members of family play a crucial role in a person's progress in terms of several activities in life. So there should be no full stop here. I can continue and say as illustrated in the novel An Artist of the Floating World, by Kazuo Ishiguro. Do not forget the author of the book, by Kazuo Ishiguro. Yeah, this is a type of the mixed introduction, the one which has general and contextual, that you can say in our society today, members of family play a crucial role in a person's progress in terms of several activities in life, as illustrated in the novel An Artist of the Floating World by Kazuo Ishiguro. So we can also have another type of the same. It could be this way, that family develops a person in many ways, especially when one is directly linked. Just like Masuji Ono and his daughters in An Artist of the Floating World floating world. Yeah. So you see, this is another one. But you can say family develops a person in many ways, especially when one is directly linked, just like Masuji On and his daughters in An Artist of the Floating World. So you see, it has two types. There is this general, we begin with societal knowledge or understanding of society, and then the second. So these types are so crucial. We have to take note of how they are. It becomes so important when we learn the three types of introduction, so it becomes simple and easy for us to write a good essay. And we have to do more practice when we are writing these types of introduction so that we can write the most attractive type of introduction that uh, can capture the attention of the examiner. Thank you for your attention. May you keep watching and keep listening to all that we learn so that we can develop together. Thank you so much. May God bless you. Remember to subscribe to my channel.